G'day everyone and welcome to DoughBoy Gaming and our live stream on American Truck Simulator with the Oregon DLC. G'day to Robert, Aussie Medic, Cy, DJ. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I have Aussie Medic, Cy and DJ in the voice chat here with me tonight. That may not last very long, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, g'day gentlemen.
G'day.
All right. Hey, Robert. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it changed up a little bit tonight, but all good. All right. So, Oregon DLC hit last night, about midnight Australian time, a little bit up thereafter, and of course I went and did a little bit of driving around, and I finished about 2:30 this morning. So, we've explored a little bit of Oregon now. In fact, we've done all but one city, to be honest. But we're going to have a bit of a look at it and drive around. We have our new Kenworth. We bought this the night before in preparation for Oregon. It is almost fully kitted out, but it's now fast and gets me in a lot of trouble. So it'll be fun. And we also are using our triples trailer. But we might only do a couple of jobs with that because we probably want to get in and do some of the logging runs. But the boys want to see me run with the triples to see how badly I drive with it. So that's what we're going to do. All right.
Remember what I said. Swing wide when you're going hard left.
It's actually not that bad. You don't have to swing that wide with it, to be honest. All right. So currently we're up at Medford. I've bought a garage up at Medford. Now, look, I've got no idea of the lay of the land of Oregon, so yeah, I know we're up there. So now we've just got to decide on where we're going to go. So the guys in the voice chat can decide where we're going to go. So we obviously don't want to do a 700-mile job, though, boys. So we have a choice of, and we sort of want to stay in Oregon. So we can go up to Bend, which is a 324-mile run. Ontario, which goes right over the other side. That's a 562-mile run. And we've got Lakeview, which means we go back into California and then a bit of an up and down there, bit of a W. So I think... What?
Do the bacon one. That looks fun.
The bacon one?
Yeah. What was it? Ontario, I think?
Yeah, Ontario looked alright actually. It wasn't too far.
No, because all you do is you...
That one?
Across, yeah, that one.
It's 562 mile.
You said it was part of your list, so we said Ontario.
Alright, here we go. So we're in for the long haul.
Your words, not ours.
How much is it going to make me? It's only worth 26,000. You're giving me a really cheap, horrible run.
You can do the most cheapest one there, then.
I don't want to do the cheapest one. No. All right. No, that's what you want. All right. Here we go. Oh, well, just before we do that. So there we go. There's the truck and the trailers, as you can see, sitting all behind there.
What?
Huh?
You had fun trying to snake them in, didn't you?
No. I just did a bit of reversing so I could just leave in the garage before I came out. All right, so the other thing you got to choose is whether you want me to stay in cab like this or whether you want me to be out above. All right, done. Easy.
In cab.
Yeah,
okay.
In cab, you got to drive real. You can't drive half drive.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't drive real. You'll find that out very quickly. All right, and are we avoiding speed limits or not?
No.
Righto. And red lights?
Making it really tempting to start that airport traffic controller again.
Are we going to obey red lights?
Yeah, obey the law.
See, so on the one hand you're saying break the law, and the other one you're saying obey the law. Come on, make up your mind.
I said obey.
So that means...
Obey the law because I don't want to pick up any scrap metal afterwards.
So are we obeying speed limits and lights or just lights?
I don't want to be picking up fucking feathers.
Come on, I want to know. Am I obeying both speed? Okay, all right.
Just obey the law. So you can have your turn like next time.
Oh, can I? Gee, thanks. I'm glad I'm running this channel.
Oh, sorry, but you know.
By the way, if I do choose just to override that at any particular time, then that's just stiff.
Yeah, do it.
Right.
Your truck. Your gang, your truck.
I know.
I only have one question. In America, don't they have like a turning arrow or something to tell you which way you're going and who's got right of way and who hasn't?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. No. Well, sorry, we'll tell you. You can only turn right on red. If it's
you can
red.
turn right on. Kind of obvious, I would think, but yeah.
Yeah.
I turn right when I want to turn right.
I turn right when the light tells me I can turn right. Unless I've got lights and sirens going, then I turn right and do
You
whatever
might
I
be-
want. Nobody can say nothing.
Now, one of
You sitting in an intersection for a while then too, because some intersections don't have the arrow; they just have a colored light. And that's it.
Now, one of the things I have found very interesting with this game is they're true to form with John Deere. There's a lot of John Deere tractors scattered around the landscape that are broken down, so it is good to see that realistic in that regard. Although, in saying that, last night I did get taken out by a John Deere harvester. So there are combine harvesters that drive on the roads.
Recording.
No, I wasn't very happy. All right.
You just had to take it out on a John Deere tractor.
All right. Let's find this load. What are we doing? Bacon. It's got no picture.
Bacon. Yeah. That's why we chose it, because it's got no pictures.
So can you adjust your mirrors, Duck, or you can't adjust those?
I don't know.
You can adjust them. Push F4 on your keyboard.
Can't press F4 now. Why do I want to adjust them?
Oh. F4 again. There you go.
That's passage car
Ah,
I've
okay.
ever seen.
Say what?
So you know how to change of mirrors. And then if you push F4 again, you can change your seat height and seat position.
Yeah, I know about the seat and all that, but the mirrors don't really do anything other than,
Spin.
I suppose that'll change it, will it? Yeah, I'm not wasting time with that crap. All right, let's go.
Just to let people know that if not anyone knows about that.
If
By the way,
anyone,
guys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you smash that like button too.
if people are coming to my stream on ATS to learn about how to play ATS, they've come to the wrong stream. If they want to come and learn how not to play, then they're in the right place.
Well then, in case then, jackknife then.
Oh, where am I going? Where's the road gone?
Someone's lost.
Oh, I was about to go into the yard. Bloody nighttime driving, I don't know.
I figured it had something to do with the sort of the grass roots
Yeah, there was a bit of grass over there. It looked a bit long.
in the grass.
So the GPS is not accurate by the looks of it.
Oh, it never really is.
Turn left here. I'm in the middle of a bridge.
All right. So anyway, for all those that have joined us, or those that have joined us and quickly left, welcome.
And goodbye.
I don't know how long we're going to be here. Almost started speeding. Don't know how long we're going to be doing this for, but seeing as these how shall I describe these three in chat? These three persons have chosen the route we have. We could be here for a couple of hours. Anyway, we're all good. We're all good.
Train! On my screen.
So what I'm hoping for is, in fact, what we will do is, even though we don't really need to, we'll find a rest area on the trip out, and we'll rest so we can actually get some daylight, so you can actually see the landscape and all that. The Oregon DLC does look really, really nice. There's some sections of it that are really scenic. I have put a couple of screenshots up in the Discord channel, and it's quite good looking, and they've got a lot of more detail, like moving pedestrians and workers and all that sort of stuff, more so than what I've noticed previously. So Yeah, it seems to be very good at the moment. Although I think there is a graphical glitch, which I'll see if we can see, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. All right. So we're off. It helps if I stop at a red light. It's going to be very long and boring.
Yeah, they are. Until you're out on the open road, then you're fine.
I think this red light thing will last about the whole of 10 minutes, guys.
I can see that happening too. Just pretend you got blues and twos on the roof, mate. You'll be fine.
Well, I sort of figure I'm really big.
Yeah.
I'm going really fast, and if anything does try and stop in front of me, I generally push it out of the way anyway. So I think I'm pretty much right no matter what. I did earlier go out of my way to knock as many police cars off the road as I could, but there was no locked achievement or anything for that either. Yeah, you sort of expect those Easter egg ones. I thought there may have been an Easter egg achievement or something.
I think there was. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Gee, it's going to take me a while to get used to looking at this. I'm telling you, you're on the wrong side of the road, but then I realised you're in America.
Yeah, it's all right, Aussie. I have the same trouble.
Side of the road.
Now, I mean, you jokers want me to drive the triple and you expect me to get it hung up. It's actually not that bad. I've only really gotten that hung up probably 2 or 3 times, and that was basically when I was playing with keyboard. But
Keyboard's the worst when you have a triple.
yeah, that's right. But I mean, you can't reverse with it. The only problem I have found is some of the unloading points are a little bit
Finicky.
short. Well, no, they're just a little bit short because by the time you sort of try and get it in place, you need that extra half a metre to actually get it to action. So some of them can be a little bit painful, even though all you can do is drive straight in. But otherwise, it's okay. So we have.
Trailer lights are very soft. Notice that?
Yeah, well, it's like anything in America. But anyway, shh. What was I? Here we go. Now, so this is where I'm going to have trouble because as soon as I go to read chat, I'll swerve all over the place.
Yeah.
In fact, one of you can, DJ, I can hear you more clearly out of the other two. So if you want to
Oh, great. Yeah.
do the narration of the chat for me.
Not really, because I'm driving it myself.
Oh, are you? Well, that's no good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, Shot was asking, but EP is safe, isn't he? But yeah, I thought I'd leave that one go because it might fly over your head a little bit.
Oh no, I think he's talking about the Nightbot message.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I've put a warning in the live stream from Nightbot to say that mentioning EP in his full name or those 4-legged animals that are coming in FS19 that aren't dogs, cows, sheep, or pigs, you will regret it.
Or another name for a unicorn without the horn bit.
Well, there is that one too. But anyway.
Starts with H and it.
Enough.
I didn't say how many letters though.
Anyway.
Careful, I'll have to throw a saddle on you.
Oh, it's going to go downhill before it even gets uphill. Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Have I been to Portland? No, I haven't, Robert. I've been to California. I've been to Mexico, which isn't part of America, obviously. But anyway, I've been to Mexico. Florida. I've been to Nevada. That's about... Oh, I've been to San Diego. Pulled in there a couple of times, and Hawaii. That's about it for my American experience. Next year we plan on changing that a little bit. We're looking at driving from either LA to Florida or from Florida to LA. So
My God.
Well, I've been to Miami, And then I went from Miami to New York, and then from New York to Arizona, where I stayed there for 6 months playing American football.
So I always knew there was something wrong with you in the head. Not that I'm offending anyone that likes American football, it's just Aussie medic. Anyway, no wonder you became a medic. All right. I haven't found a rest area yet.
Oh, I have on my world, so that's good.
Well, that's not helping me, DJ.
Look on your map then. Pull up the map.
Here we go. David Bull's arrived in chat. G'day, David. How are you, bud? Run while the going is good. It's a madhouse in here.
Stay tuned for the next round.
Does the game have layovers like they do here in Australia, Duck, or is it totally different?
Oh, it sort of does. There are some rest areas that are sort of like a layover, but there's not many. Most of them are actual, like truck stops or hotels or whatever else where you go and rest in the game. So, haven't you got ATS AM?
No, mate. No. I got ETS 2, and then I just found I only got that because you said get ATS, but ATS won't run on my laptop, so I had to get ETS 2 because it runs on mine. And then I found out that there's a whole pile of Aussie DLCs for it.
For what?
There was only one Aussie DLC for
Yeah,
ATS.
there's the paint job thing for ATS.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going 5 mile an hour under the speed limit. We need to speed up.
So do you make money on time gained or time lost? Do you lose money like you do in the real world on time lost on the jobs, or you just go?
Yeah, no, it's basically real life.
It depends. It depends on a lot of different things. Like it depends on the cargo you're having. Depends on the type of job. Like whether it's what do they call it?
Heavy cargo.
Well, no, not the heavy cargo. The just-in-time delivery. So they give you a short delivery time to get it done. So if you get it done in the time, you get a bonus. All that sort of stuff. And then same as ETS 2, as you level up. Like so, say for instance, you level up your high-value cargo. The more you do high value, the higher rate you get for that cargo. Like it goes up, I think it's 5 or 10% per level.
5.
5, okay, yeah. That seems about right. And then, of course, you got the dangerous goods. And I've just missed the rest area because I was concentrating on talking, not looking at the road. And, yeah, the dangerous cargo obviously means you can carry the dangerous cargo, and that gives you a bonus in payment because of it being a dangerous cargo and all that sort of stuff. So,
All right. And David Bull says, "I'm good, thanks. Been busy working. How are you?"
yeah, not too bad, David. Not too bad. I'm not sure I've made the right decision coming into here and having these 3 clowns in here with me tonight, but it may add for some more entertainment or a little bit less entertainment. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see how we go.
Damn hill.
Don't need a rest area actually. It's already 5 o'clock in the morning. It's starting to open up. It's really nice. Hey, Silver News. Welcome, mate. How are you, bud? For all of you that aren't aware, Silver News is in the house. Now, Silver runs a gaming news channel where he puts a video out pretty much every day, and if not more, and provides us all with the ongoing news and happenings with most of the popular games that most of us play. So make sure you go and check out his channel.
And Silver News and I, well, Aussie Medic, he knows quite well, but we won't go there, will we, Silver? Because his big toe and I have a friendship that we really don't like.
Well, I feel really sorry for Silver News now. I'm really feeling for him.
Yeah, you should be. Make it.
Yeah, mate, that's Aussie in the background. Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
And how you
I'll make
going,
it up.
Silver?
All right, so we're heading past Eugene now. So we've got 369 miles to go. So we've done 120 odd mile so far. So, like I said, for those that have just joined, we are in Oregon. We are heading from Medford, where we started, over to, I can't remember, Ontario. Heading over Ontario. So we're going from the west coast to the east, well, the western side to the eastern side of Oregon. And we're carrying a load of bacon in our triples, our triple trailer. And that's the load for this particular run. And then I think after that we'll ditch the triples because we're only doing this run like this because these jokers in live chat want to see me screw it up. And we'll then sort of see if we can do a couple of logging runs because that's a big part of this this DLC. So we'll get into that.
Love that beeping noise.
Yeah, very annoying.
Yeah, when you,
What is it?
it's the way station.
Oh, do you have to check in and weigh there, do you?
You have to check in and weigh the truck and trailer.
You weren't watching the screen, Aussie. We just passed one, but we got the bypass, so it told us we didn't have to go in and weigh ourselves.
Oh, that was a bunk.
Yeah.
Because I'm carrying the cable reel, 29 ton. So I have to check in and make sure it's, standard legal. Which I've never seen anyone get fined for, being overweight.
You need to come to Australia then. You really do need to come to Western Australia, mate. They pull them over on the side of the road here. The
Yeah, we
Stallies,
see it.
and
We
they
see it.
absolutely
We see
hammer
it
them.
on the news. We see it on the news. It's fine. Yeah, we see it all the time.
So I am not going to jackknife.
See that now. You're fucked up.
So
No,
don't bring yourself
still got
that sort of
330 miles,
temptation
yeah.
while you're driving.
unless I start reversing, I won't jackknife it, or unless I go in a real good head on. All right, I'll turn off my high beams.
Trailer's rocket.
Thanks, David. At least someone gives me a bit of support around here. I'm just wait.
Now, David, you need to be careful. You understand that ducks can only fly, they can't drive, and therefore you need to be an air traffic controller to control the man that's in charge of this truck.
Just remember to duck next time a duck flies over the top of your head, Aussie.
No, because it'll be a magpie instead.
Calling all ducks, calling all ducks. New target.
Calling all magpies. Magpie season.
Speaking of magpies, did you hear about the two little kids over here that lost their eyes?
No, I actually didn't. When was that?
Last week, two little kids got swooped on by magpies in the local park, and both are blind in one eye each.
Really?
Shit.
That's shocking, isn't it?
And
That's
their
terrible.
mother antagonised them by trying to hit them with a stick, which was absolutely stupid.
Hmm.
And if all they had to do was cover their face and curl up, they would have been fine. But a lot of people don't know that either. So
No. No.
It's
No,
a big
exactly.
process of educating them here. But now there's people out there, trying to kick them and shoot them and do all these sorts of weird and wacky things to them. And they're a protected animal. They're a protected thing. So it's just stupid.
All right. So, I was just talking just a bit ago about the graphical glitch in the game that I found. Now, I'm currently playing on my new good rig, so there should be nothing in here. I'm running 4K at over 60 frames a second. Not a problem with anything else. And you'll notice occasionally, particularly for the box trailers on the AI trucks, you'll notice a big black texture blob at the bottom of them. I'll see if we can see one as it's coming up. But I did notice today it was also on the laptop, which is so we'll have a look. Nope. It was also on the laptop, so on a totally different computer. I then loaded ATS back up on my old machine, and it was doing the same on that again. So I think there may be a bit of a glitch in. Well, I don't know if it's actually just the game or whether it's just part of Oregon. I haven't noticed it down in the other states, but I haven't been driving the other states either. So yeah, we'll have a look. Yeah, it is silver, and this is part of the lovely view. It does look magnificent, and there's some really spectacular views when you're getting through to the coastline and all that sort of stuff, and the port areas. It does look really, really nice.
They put a lot of work into this, really, haven't they? Really.
Oh,
a lot of graphical work.
They have, and they just get better and better. So as each DLC comes along, they get better and better. I mean, that's what you sort of expect. But a lot of the smaller details, like in the yards and the properties and all that sort of stuff, but then also like the small things like the logging things where you got the machinery actually working and picking up logs and offloading them, and workers on the side of the road, and emergencies and crashes and all that sort of stuff. The detail is a lot more polished. The lighting seems... I don't think they've changed the actual graphics or anything, but the lighting, like the rays coming through the trees and all that sort of stuff, it really, really makes it... like you can sort of see it there. It's just makes it really, really nice. And obviously my broadcast at 720p is doing it nowhere near the justice it should. The sooner I can grab hold of my internet provider's short and curlies and get myself a faster upload, the better off we'll all be. But yeah, so it's beautiful.
Are you on broadband?
I'm on cable, so I have a super fast download, but what was a very slow upload, but it's a slightly better upload now. So I've got a 5 megabit per second upload, but I've got 121 megabit download. So I'm faster than what the NBN is in download, but it's just the upload I want.
Yeah, you're slower than the NBN on upload, though.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason for it. It's just the fact that Telstra are the pains in the bum that they are. And if anyone from Telstra happens to come across this, you're a bunch of idiots. Up the upstream for cable. There's no reason to limit it as low as it is.
Ridiculous. I mean, I'm on NBN, and I've got 10 megabytes up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, where'd you... Oh, yeah, I'll go through that one. Didn't see that. That copper didn't see it either. We're due to have the NBN now next year. Early to mid next year. And so we're going to be getting the hybrid connection. So it is the NBN over the cable that we've currently got. And I'm going to be able to get 150 download and just pulled up. 150 download and 90 upload if I want to pay for it, but that'll be $180 a month.
Wow, man, that's heaps more than what I'm getting on the up. Because on the up, I'm only getting 90.
Yeah, well, see, the hybrid cable, you've got that. You haven't got as much to share, and it hasn't got to go through as many transfer protocols and demultiplexers and multiplexers and stuff. So the advantage with that will obviously be that I will eventually be able to stream in full 4K without any issues whatsoever. So we just got to hurry up and wait for it.
Like all things in Australia, hurry up and wait.
Yep. So anyway, Silver, if you're still here, what's the big news for the day? Other than Oregon DLC. Oh yeah, that's all right. Just pull out in front of me.
Able to watch those traffic.
Well, the ones I hate are the ones that stick in the left-hand lane. You go, right, well, I'm going to go past you. So you flick into the right-hand lane. As soon as you get alongside them, they flick into the right.
No, I hate the ones that sit when they want to pass you on not even a busy road, but then traffic on the opposite lane comes back towards you, but they're trying to overtake you, sort of thing. like on a hill or something. It's like you're stopping that side of the traffic when you're trying to get back in when there's trucks behind me as well. So it's like, hello.
We were breaking the speed limit through there, so I've addressed that and brought my speed back down again. I'm going to be turning down through here anyway.
So David Bull's on NBN as well.
Okay, how do you find it, David? As we note that we're halfway through our trip and we haven't smashed anything up yet. Just to make sure you're all taking notice.
Okay. You know, Duck, I'd be one of those guys that stand on the side of the road as you drive past with a little banner that says, "Go Duck, go Duck, go Duck, take off, go Duck, go Duck, take off."
Ah, Duck, you disappoint me.
Why?
If he doesn't take off. I put money onto it. Damn. Time to sleep somewhere.
Actually,
For a while, I used to think Duck Zorley was the sister to Donald Duck, but obviously that can't be true.
no, that's not true at all. Need for speed, says David. Silver must have left us, or he doesn't want to tell us what the news is. It's all right, but slow sometimes. Yes, that's the problem with the basic NBN connection. It's much like ADSL that the more users on it, the more it slows down. It's capacity driven, and they do fluctuate the speed based on user demands. So whereas with the hybrid, you don't have that problem. Well, nowhere near as much. You've got. I think back to my time with Telstra now, you've got it's something like 300 times the amount of bandwidth available per node, which means that if, say, for instance, like you're talking ADSL, an ADSL connection can support 500 customers, then that same sort of size node for cable can do 5,000 before it actually starts getting to the point of being limited. So, and we're quite lucky, according to Telstra, there aren't all that many people in our area from our local node that are using cable internet. So that means that we're not sharing it with very many people at all, and hence why we get such a good download speed. So, yeah.
We're on the same system, but most of Perth is on that system as well over here because, well, to get on the NBN, I don't think they could afford to dig it all up and replace it.
Yeah, well, that's basically what it was. I mean, the only problem with being on that is the fact that we've had to wait so long because they stopped rolling out the hybrid because the hardware they had attached to it was basically causing more problems than what it was doing any good. And that's because they didn't actually look at what they really needed, and they effectively downgraded to the equivalent of DOCSIS 2 when they needed to go to DOCSIS 4. But anyway, I mean, it's not neither here nor there now, but I mean, it just means we've had to wait an extra 18 months. But yeah, I mean, it'll all be good. It'll all work out in the end.
I think WA was unlucky because we were sort of the test state. We were the first one that they started digging in, and as soon as they did that, it just was an absolute cluster. You were
the first state to get it rolled out. I mean, Tassie was the first place to actually get NBN. My parents were on NBN 9 years ago.
Damn.
Oh wow!
Down in Launceston, they have what's called Telstra called it the broadband internet testing laboratory or whatever, and that's been there. That was there. I think about 2001. So when I was working for Telstra in 2003, it was down there. And basically, Launceston, certain areas of Launceston are able to test out all the new technology. So, for instance, they were the first ones to get 4G. There's some areas of Launceston that have currently got 5G. Because it is, it's just nice and easy to get around, and they can just do it. The infrastructure's a lot easier to get in than what it is like in a big city like Sydney or Melbourne or whatever else. So even they have a couple more of these test areas in different places, but as I understand it, the main one is the one in Launceston. And yeah, mum and dad. The only problem with it is, they have to go through so many hardware upgrades so often. Like as soon as they bring out a new modem, they send it over, and they get disrupted because they are basically the guinea pigs. But mind you, it was nice to go there. When they first sort of started, it was uncapped, and I remember I was over there one day for holidays, and I was getting something like 250 meg download. It was just stupid fast. But that was only within Australia. So as soon as you went out through the pipeline to the States, well, then it throttled down a bit, because obviously you've only got the 2 megabit data cables that go between the continents. So,
And
yeah.
David said, did you like the pics I sent you on Discord, Duck?
Did you send more today? Or are you talking about the ones you sent the other day? The ones where you went to the farming thing? It was the ones you sent the other day for the farming thing. Yeah, they were good. A few too many John Deeres in it, but no, they were good. All right, so we're getting there. We've got 162 miles to go. We're getting very tired. Need to get a bit of a rest. And we've got a rest stop just up here. So we'll make use of that. We've only got, well, we're up to 6 viewers at the moment. So we've been up to 8. Definitely not my most popular gaming streams. But who's here for popularity? Not me, obviously. All right. So we'll get some rest. There we go. Oh, I'm going to have to fire my staff. Couldn't find a job. He was useless, and you had to return empty. So his return leg made no money.
They always like
dear.
to take the cheapest one though.
Yeah, I know.
Like when you upgrade them to like full, it's like they only take the cheapest one back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
It's like
David,
explore then.
so David says you love a DJ, Duck. Don't worry. And Si says I'm only here for Aussie.
Hey, look, I'm... oh, that's nice, Si. Thanks very much. I will admit, and I've said it in a couple of recent recordings that I've just found. I'll explain about that later. And I said in the recording I did earlier tonight as well, the John Deere 7 Series tractor that's got the real GPS in, I do like that. It's not the fact it's a John Deere, the fact I like it. I mean, the model of the John Deere is probably one of the better ones, though, out there. But the incorporation of the real GPS makes it that much better. Not that you really not that I'm in the cab all the time and using it all. It just does make it that little bit more special. So I do really like that one. But the rest of them, yeah, I'm still neither here nor there on it. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I'm not going to avoid them entirely, but they're still not my preferred looking tractor or equipment.
I'm not swapping because I'm a New Holland man, so I'm happy.
Yeah, well, you've got issues too, obviously, but anyway, we'll just leave it at that.
Oh wow! I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say then. Because he's gonna call me.
dear.
He's gonna call me. He's gonna call me that I've got issues as well. So.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's only class if you've got class. The rest of you, it's all out your ass.
Oh, right. I see. Is that what it is it? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that's just the truth hurts sometimes.
And he does sigh. He does. He does sound green with envy. Definitely.
Oh dear. Did you notice the broken water main back there? They had a water spout coming out of the ground where they busted a water main. Why is it giving me the E? Why isn't it cleared that off? It's still telling me I need to press the E key to stop the engine.
Press F3.
It thinks I'm in a rest area still.
Wait, what?
I think
God.
this
Is that
DLC.
the only glitch? Is that the glitch you get sometimes now?
Well, I don't know, but there's the graphical glitch. That's the first time I've seen that. Now I may be late delivering my job.
Yeah, you are actually, because I saw the message that came up.
No, I just said they need it very soon, so I may still get there in time.
Double check how long you got to go.
Oh, just there's no. See, it's up again. Look.
Press 0 on your numpad.
Oh, there you go.
It should.
It'll probably come up again in a minute.
Probably, but you've already slept, so it wouldn't.
Well, I slept before too. So I slept twice in the space of a couple of minutes. But anyway.
I think it's only, you can only sleep 3 times in one sitting.
Well, that's alright. I just slept twice.
Yeah.
Not that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's alright. It's all good. So there's a way station, Aussie, over on our left.
Ah.
That's a smaller one.
Yeah.
But it's not in use, obviously, because we didn't get the
No, because
bypass thing come up.
You get it when you're coming back.
Yeah. All right, so we got 100 mile to go. So we're 4/5. Now we're seeing signs to Ontario, so that means we are getting closer, and that means we will certainly be able to look at getting a different load from Ontario. Canadian Rob's in the house. Talking about Canadians. How are you, buddy? Long time no see. Canadian Rob's another good friend of ours. A great YouTuber. Although you're on a sabbatical. Are you still on a break? I haven't seen any videos come up for a while.
No, he's on my sub list, and I haven't had any from him for a while either.
No, I did note that he made a comment in one of his last videos about the fact he was going to have a break for a bit, but I haven't heard any more. But obviously he'll let us know right now because he's here here with us in chat. Nice to see you here though, Rob. How's the bub, who wouldn't be quite so small anymore, I would imagine?
That's why he took a sabbatical. He's just had a baby, and it'll be keeping him up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I think it was that plus his work. I mean, for those of you that aren't aware, Rob's a tow truck driver. So when he's on call, he's on call, and he can go at very short notice and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not going to speak for him, but
flat out, so.
not sure. It's a break. Might call it an extended vacation that may or may not be permanent. Oh, okay. So it may be permanent. Well, that's a shame. But I hope you and Jen are doing well, and the kids. Forza Horizons 4. Oh, mate. Yeah, I'm tempted. I played the Living Daylights out of 3 and 2.
I've got Forza Horizons 4.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
It's pretty good actually.
What's it like compared to 3?
Better.
Well, don't say that.
Way better.
Don't say that.
better.
No,
Like,
don't say that.
100 times better.
No, I don't believe you now.
Well, no, because they've upgraded the graphics engine in it. Like, what else?
Where am I going?
So there's 2 manufacturers that are not in it anymore. In number 4 now.
Yep.
You'll notice there's no Mitsubishi,
Oh, that sucks.
and then there's no Toyota. The only Toyotas you get are the Toyota like race trucks. That's it. Toyota won't put any of their vehicles in.
Is there much rallying in it?
Oh yeah, there's much. There's
No, well, I won't.
more
If
rally.
if Mitsubishi's not in it, I won't get it.
There's always Subaru.
Right.
Ooh.
This is where the triples can get you in trouble.
Subaru, or there's what's it called? You know, there's Dodge. There's all the rest of them. I have the Ultimate Edition. I don't see much. Like the only thing I got with Ultimate Edition, I got all the Bond cards from way back when till now, sort of thing.
Mm.
So I got all the Bond Edition cars. What else did I get? Trying to think. Like a few T-shirts in game because they even made the major characters more customizable.
Mm.
So you unlock like T-shirts and gear for yourself in the game.
And you can make dance.
Plus, you can do dance moves when you win a race or something.
Big deal.
Like,
So it's all just extra fluff stuff for a lot of extra money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm tempted to go on my rant because the thing that's getting and sort of Rob sort of alluded to that. The thing that's really starting to get my goat is these bastard publishing companies, and it's not the actual game developers themselves, it's the publishing companies that want to put out these games and charge like the extra $50 or whatever it is to get 3 days early access and stuff like that. That gets my goat. You're a bunch of douchebags, and you need to cut it out because I, for one, will never ever buy a game just to get 3 days early access. I mean, to pay an extra however many dollars for it. I don't care if it's $5 more or $1 more. You're a bunch of douchebags, and if people are going to support you and do that, then they are, in my mind, just stupid. And Electronic Arts, I'm looking directly at you because you are a bunch of douchebags. By the way, if you wish to sponsor my channel, please feel free to do so. However, I don't expect to ever hear from you. But you're still a bunch of douchebags. And I mean, the same goes for a lot of others. And it's just rubbish. And then paying all this extra money for rubbish add-ons and stuff. And it's just getting my goat. And the in-game microtransactions are really starting to annoy me too. Like, everyone's putting them in. And you know what? I won't buy them. I'll support a DLC and I'll do all that sort of stuff. But any of this rubbish with microtransactions and all that sort of stuff, you know where you can jam your game? You can jam it right where it fits. There you go.
See you later, David. Have a good night and sleep well, mate.
Oh, I've scared him off with a little bit of a rant, have I? See you, David.
Yes. See, Dave.
Sorry, David.
And hi, Farmer Klein. How are you, mate?
Well, Mr. Klein's in the house. How are you, Klein?
I get upset, Duck, at the cost of some of these games. Like, you look at the quality that you pay, $39 for a farming simulator game that you could get easily 5-6 years of good value out of it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
paying $39 for that. But then you're
Absolutely.
asking for $139 for a game that you only race on about 20-odd tracks, and
Hmm.
you're not getting value out of that. So I just don't get it.
Oh, look, I'm not going to argue that one at all. I'm with you 100% on that. It really is stupid. And now I should be able to turn on this red, shouldn't I, after stopping? If that car gets out of my way.
You don't have to stop, but yeah, just roll through it.
What are we ranting about? We're ranting about game publishers and
the microtransactions that happen within some of these games is just ridiculous.
microtransactions. Microtransactions and also the early access, like paying an extra 30, 40, 50 bucks just to get 3 days early access.
For what? 3 days? For 3 days? I wouldn't even pay $20 for 3 days access. I don't get it. The game's released when the game's released.
That's it. Yeah.
That's basically what they've done with Black Ops 4 now, because they released the open beta for it. I think it was like a week ago. It's due out next week, I think next Tuesday it's due out.
No, Rob, so, I wouldn't pay $1,300 for a PUBG skin. However, I'd quite happily sell one if I managed to get it. But you've no doubt heard of my PUBG skills, and I'm unlikely to get anything out of that game other than a rash of bullets in my chest.
Oh, it's just like Fortnite then.
All right, so we're here.
Yeah, some guy got banned on Fortnite for some reason. Turns out he spent $7,500 on V-Bucks.
On what?
On what?
V-Bucks.
What's V-Bucks?
It's the in-game currency. Like you buy, like skins and guns and all that sort of stuff, like moves and shit like that. He spent $7,500 real money in game.
Oh, we're late. We were late.
How late? I wonder.
Oh.
Late 3 hours, nearly 4 hours.
Jeez.
See, if you didn't sleep that last time, then you would have been fine.
All right, what we're going to do? So, we're going to go and find a different job to do. We'll see if we can find some. There's a triples job.
A logging job or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for a logging job. And you obviously won't. There won't be one. There's scrap cars. Nothing there. Let's try the external contracts.
What about the ones where they're carrying the dozers and that? Is that going out to them?
Oh, gee, I'm not doing that one. There's the homes. We've got the prefab homes we could do. It's not going where we want to.
Long trip.
No, the first one was a long one.
Oh yeah, but you get $117,000 for it.
Yeah.
For doing that long trip.
Yeah, it means I have to sit here and listen to you for. It means I have to sit here and listen to you lot for another 2 or 3 hours.
We're not that bad, are we?
I think you have to more or less look at Cypher doing all the comments.
All right. I'm not doing that.
I just threw Cy under the bus for no reason.
Well, that sort of sucks. All right, what's our cargo market? Newport. See if we can get up to Pendleton, see if there's anything up there. Actually, let's have a look, see what's up there. That's what we should do. We'll have a look and see where we've got a timber job, and then we'll make our way there. Lift truck. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing earlier today. Oh, there we go. There's a lumber job. That's from Pendleton.
No,
all right.
You got to drive all the way up there then.
Yeah, but
and by the time you get up there, you'd lose it. You probably lose it. Depends how long the trip is.
Maybe.
From Ontario to up to wherever it is.
Well, there we go. We can take the scrap cars up. Let's do an extent.
You can get a job on the way up, and then you get the job on the way out.
Well, that's the idea. I wouldn't go up there for nothing.
Yeah.
Now the other thing it'd be nice if you could actually search by destination as well. So SCS, if you're watching my stream, add a new thing where you can actually search for your destination from your point of origin. That's not going to help me at all. There's nothing in there at all. So it's going to be a freight market run. Or actually, was it a... Well, where are we? There. This one. Pendleton. Oops. Let's select Ontario. Pendleton. There was one here, wasn't there? I'm not going silly. No, there's not.
I think there was, wasn't there?
No.
Might
Oh.
have been in the other one.
It's in that next one back. No, next. Yep, stop.
No. There. That's it.
That's
All right.
the one there.
Let's go. So we'll ditch the triples. Oh, we've still got the triples attached.
Yeah, you still got triples.
That's all right. We'll get rid of them once we get our load. Well, there you go, boys. I did a 560-mile trip without even smashing the thing. All the trailers.
What happened to the kangaroo that runs out in the front of him that he's run over with your bull bar?
Well, actually, I wouldn't.
Pop a tire.
I wouldn't mind that because I have got a good bull bar on this thing.
That's what I noticed earlier.
Come on, give me a green. Or not. All right. So now we're off. Going to head north to Pendleton for those that have just recently joined us. We've just done a 570-mile trip from the eastern side of Oregon to the western side, from where we start off, Medford, over to Ontario. Now we're going to leave Ontario for Pendleton in the north, and then we're going to try and get a logging type job from there. We still have the triples attached, as you may be able to see in the rear vision mirror. So you still have to be careful, otherwise these jokers in Discord will be onto me like a rash and stirring me up. So
Yeah.
we're not going to do anything wrong with them. And we're going to make sure that...
Eventually.
No, it won't.
Eventually.
No, it won't.
I said eventually.
No, I have confidence. I have confidence. I'm not going to do it at all.
Now, I'm not meaning to hijack your stream, but I'd like to ask...
But you will anyway.
All right. Is there a website that you can buy older games for PC from?
GOG. GOG.com.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And they also provide the games DRM free. So for some older games that did have DRM attached to them, the DRM is removed from their copies, and you don't have to worry about DRM.
Nice. Thank you.
I bought something from there not long ago, actually.
Of the original Codemasters Token driver with the V8 supercars in it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that. You have fun enjoying trying to find that one.
All right, so we now no longer have our triples. And there's
What
our...
do you do with them? You put them in your storeroom, do you?
It just gets rid of them for me.
Okay. That's pretty, yeah.
They just disappear.
Poof.
No, they're not gay. Not the last time I looked.
Careful.
I was. I didn't want to be, but I was.
All right. So we got our scrap cars. Let's just have a look at them, just to see what we got. Oh. Okay, come on. Yeah. Funny you should say that, Rob. That's one of the things I purchased about 6 weeks ago. Actually, I can't remember if I got Police Quest from there or whether I got that from one of the other sites now. That's not on. So there we go. There's the squash cars we're carrying. So,
Very good. Very good.
all right. So let's go.
Is that a single trailer, is it?
Yeah, this is just a little trailer. So I'll be able to tear around everything, fly around corners, and you watch how many times I crashed. Now I've only got this single trailer as opposed to the triples.
So yeah, if I can't get that, then I'll settle for Forza Motorsport 4, which has a minute as well.
Actually, Forza Horizon 3 has it as well.
Yeah.
Some of their V8 supercars.
Yeah, but they're not on the track, they're on the road, so that's not really, yeah.
No, it might not have been. It might not have been GOG I got it from. I only got a couple of things from GOG. I got Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, and I think Command and Conquer. I think I got from GOG. If my memory serves me correctly.
Boy, that's going back some time.
Best RTS ever, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, Command and Conquer Tiberium Sun was the better one of the lot.
For me, the ultimate game platform that came out was Mech Warrior.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that to yourself. Anyway.
Yeah. I was a part of an online community many years ago, and yeah, we used to go around in clans and we'd beat up on other people. It was good fun, but yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Canadian Robs was Red Alert 2.
Yeah, Red Alert 2 was good. It just wasn't quite as good, I don't think, as Tiberium Sun. But I mean, all the series was good until the last expansion. But yeah, it was a good series of games. I still play Warcraft a lot, actually.
Oh, the first one.
Yep, the Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, the Warcraft.
Yeah, like Warcraft.
But
That is an awesome game, that. Running
It is.
around, popping little men up out everywhere.
yeah,
I miss playing Diablo.
well, I play a lot of Diablo 3 still. And I got Diablo 2, but I don't have Diablo.
I miss playing Diablo, the first one at least. That was really good for me.
Generals and Zero. I didn't play 0 Hour that much. I did play Generals, but I didn't spend any time really in 0 Hour. So I can't really comment on 0 Hour. All right,
Zero.
we're not obeying the law anymore, so we're going to ramp it up, which means there will be crashes.
That's okay. There's an ambo here. I'll take care of it.
I think I'd take my luck with the Wolves.
Oh, remember that? Okay, yeah, no worries. When you land there on the side of the road and dying and you see that little helicopter landing, you just pray to God it's not me getting out, because I'll find the biggest needle in my bag and I'll shove it right up the eye of you.
G-rated.
Yes, I kept it there, I stopped.
Yeah.
And for all the little kids that are in here watching, don't forget to smash that like button. And remember, it's G-rated, so I was talking about the eye in his head.
Yeah, you're still talking about sticking needles. Anyway. All right. So what? Come on, get up to speed. 145 I want to get to. Well, I don't think this thing will ever get to it.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, so Rob, why was the I don't have to tell me, but why was the break? Was it just you'd had enough, or was it real life?
I'm sort of guessing that once you've had a baby in your house for more than 3 months, there is no time in your life.
Well, sometimes. That's what I was sort of assuming that it was real life more than anything else. Yeah, fair enough. No, I thought as much. But you do know that I used to live vicariously, pretending that I was a good PUBG player by watching you, don't you? So I'd watch you go and play some PUBG and think, oh yeah, I can do that, and go in and get smashed within the first 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, that happens.
Whee!
since I've had the G27, I've signed up to me online racing again and gone back into iRacing, and I have to start from the bottom again.
Just get ATS. Look, I mean, you're racing on the roads. Whoa!
Did you take the side of that truck out?
No, I almost took the bridge out.
Oh, okay.
Oh! There we go.
Tip! Yeah!
There we go.
That's what you're waiting for.
There it is.
There it is. Oh, you get your chance. You didn't jackknife, you just tipped.
I didn't damage my load, which was the most important part.
You
How are
damaged
you
the
going to get
trailer.
it back up?
F7 and enter.
Yeah, it's giving me the enter yet. Well, there you go. See, that's what happens when you drive too quick and you don't obey the law, kids.
No, you just damage junk car.
just like that, Klein. Just like that. All right. How much damage did we do? Not too bad.
Well, there's a new paint job on your truck for a start.
9% of the chassis, jeez.
Yeah, that's all right.
He'll keep driving it, don't worry. They keep driving it until the wheels buckle out the side of it.
No, as Rob said, I was just trying to give him some more work.
That's work he doesn't want, mate, remember?
All right. Let's go. We'll try this again.
So do you lose income for that, or is it just the truck gets down?
Yeah, it depends. Time to get the heavy out. You're talking about the truck or for me? It depends. Like, oh, there we go. I just damaged the trailer. That wasn't good. See, I can do better with the triples. So I've damaged the trailer and I damaged the truck before, but I didn't damage the load. So if you damage the load, then
that's penalty.
you lose money. But if you only damage the truck, I don't think you lose money at
If
the
it's
end.
your own truck, then you don't lose money.
No. But we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, so the heavy's what you call a semi-recovery unit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
No, I knew what he meant.
Bloody big tow truck.
Yeah, the big tow truck.
Yeah, the actual giant ones that actually carry them with the load. See
There's
that
one
every
down-
road down here?
There was one down the road from me today where a bus broke down.
That would have been fun to watch.
See, it's much more enjoyable when we're not trying to look after our triples and we're just out there racing.
Yeah.
No, Ozzy, don't do it. Don't do it. Back in the box.
In more ways than one.
$1 million tow truck.
That is one expensive tow truck there, Rob. What's it got? Gold-plated rims or just a lot of steel?
Well, here we go. This is where we tipped. I think we can do it again.
Yeah.
We're close.
Get the guardrail. Get the guardrail. Get the guardrail.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, because you weren't going as fast as what you were.
So there you go. There's the graphical glitch. Did you see it?
Oh, I see the guy. Yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah, I see it now.
Tip again, are
Looks like it's got a skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it? So
You can see it on the back of the truck.
yeah, and that's
Like in reflections.
apart from that glitch with the resting earlier. This is what I've seen, and like I said, it's on multiple computers, and I'm pretty sure it's only an Oregon issue.
Oh, that's okay. I think that might be an Oregon issue, like just a.
So,
Okay.
Klein, I know you've been playing it a bit. Have you noticed that at all? Probably should screenshot it. It's probably their special Australian version.
So you'll get to watch the replay when he uploads it.
It was well worth it. So he just flipped.
Oh, so I didn't see it. Well, you know,
Yeah,
You know-
I was down the aisle.
the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the uploading of the video to YouTube. So Si doesn't get to see it because he's been wishing that upon me, and I think that's karma. That's wonderful. So Si will never get to see it. It never happened.
I'm sure someone would have clipped it.
Oh, I'm sure they wouldn't have.
Damn.
No, I won't turn it off. I'll leave it up there for everyone to see.
Only shows that you're a human being, mate. That's all.
Yeah, then you failed to drive the corner around 100 mile an hour.
No, I wasn't doing 100 mile an hour. I was only doing about 70. But anyway, here we go. Another strong corner up here. This will be fairly tight, so it'll want to throw us
Oh,
off.
this one will be fun, even better.
But that,
Well-
that texture goes right through your mirror too. You notice that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's definitely persistent. Oh, I've got to pull into the way station now. Yeah, so it's not just a random.
Say that.
Come up. There was see at the top of the map, the mini map, the GPS.
Way station bypass service, and it's got a red light on it.
Yep.
He can't pass it unless if he passes it without going to the bypass service,
Up the
he'll
bum.
get.
Stop brake.
Sorry. Oops.
He's bloody brake
Get a
testing
fine.
me.
Oh yeah, he's getting down to 15 though.
Well, he can do it gradually. He doesn't need to do it in one big swoop.
Man, he stopped that truck on a dime.
Come on, move. See, I just rammed to the back of that truck to try and get him to move, and no one over there watched all that. I am running one or two mods for containers and stuff. I will actually turn that off and double check it. I hadn't thought of checking without the mods, so I will do that before.
Yeah, it could be a mod defect as well. See, there's a logging trailer.
Yeah. Come on, get out of my way.
Just pass on the right, you'll be right. Oh, he smacked him. Looked like he smacked him.
No, I didn't touch him.
No, I meant the
Oh, the Jeep.
Little four-wheel drive.
Jeep.
He just
Yeah.
ran up his ass.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what it is because I've changed the mod because there was a different guy brought one out. The one I was using didn't have any certainly hasn't had any problems up till now. I only added this one in yesterday, so I'll go back to the one previously and see if it's that actual one that I've got. Oh, here we go. We're going to be late again. We've just been told.
Laid
Got a
over.
glitch. Canadian Rob's got a glitch where everything comes up red.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's written, I've got a glitch where a bunch of the trucks and trailer tyres are coming up red. No idea what's going on.
Is that because you got your Canadian flag lens on? You're seeing everything in red?
No, if he had those on, he would have seen all that as maple leaf.
Well, you could see it red, or you could see it like a brownie tinge, I suppose, from maple syrup. But anyway. Hey, that was a Massey Ferguson out there, wasn't it? Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh, you almost saved it! Son of a bitch.
Over he goes. Sorry, where are you? Sorry, get in there.
Sorry, come on, stop.
Sorry, get in there. Oh, sorry, you missed out. Oh no.
Did I miss it as well?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Please tell me I missed it. That will make my day. Right, how much damage I did this time?
Bucket loads this time because it jumped and splitted and splashed.
11% chassis, 9% cabin. About the same as last time.
Wheels. Yeah, about the same.
Silver.
I started screaming.
Silver says, "Oh wow! I flicked to this tab and you're flipping over." Yeah, I've
Perfect time, Silver. Perfect time. We've been waiting for it all night. He's done 2 in a row.
and I'm back to where I was before too. It's put me all the way back.
Yeah, that was the closest one.
Yeah, sons of a. I didn't repair my trailer. Well, that'll be interesting. All right, so this is what happens.
Not your trailer.
Again, we will. Oh, it isn't either. So,
No, it's not.
to all the young kiddies out there, this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't obey the speed limits.
Canadian
That's
Rob,
what happens when you got a bad duck driver.
Canadian Rob, you send the $2,500 bill to Duck, care of Duck Zorley at Duck Zorley Gaming, care of .com, I don't care, .u.
It's all right, Rob. I'll send you Ozzy's address. You can send it to him. He's the cause of it. Oh well, this is going to be a long stream.
Well, it was your
But it
fault
makes
doing that.
fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, come on, smash that like button. We only got 7 likes. Come on.
I got 6 on my screen.
That's 5 more than what I normally get. It's all right. All right. So I can just see Silver News tomorrow. Duck Zolly wipes out a fleet of trucks.
He wipes out, what is it? Junk cars on the back of your truck. While driving down the
Yeah,
highway.
the only person that's ever able to make junk cars more junk.
Mr. Duck's all the game man.
Ably assisted by Aussie paramedic.
All right.
Screaming and yelling.
Gee, I'm having a bit of deja vu.
Let's see if 3 times the charm, so
No. So we're not going to do that.
we're
Actually,
going to keep the speed limit down then.
I can't back. Oh, get out of the way.
No, cop there.
Breaking news, Duck Zorley flipped his truck again.
How's Duck's beat?
How did I get trailer damage then?
Obviously. You probably hit something on the way out.
Yeah, I might have just touched him on the way back in.
Yeah.
You can't afford to do it, mate, because I'm telling you, that trailer is not going to go.
Thanks, Si. Thanks, Silver. That's wonderful. In fact, I'm going to have to follow my own Nightbot rules, I think. Tell you what, that was close.
Are you going to slow down now?
I had to then because I had to brake.
Tired.
I had to brake because I was going to go straight to that Armco.
Got to find a rest stop soon.
Nah, it's all right.
By the time he gets there, he'll be out of money for it's that late.
No, my other drivers are making enough money to cover my my maintenance costs. Just, but I won't be making any money on this job. That's for sure.
No, I was just going to say that. This is a loss. What are you drinking, Zorley?
Well, obviously the pond water hasn't been very clean of late. That's all I have to say on that matter.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
That's okay.
My bad.
Aussie, we pollute it with bourbon, and yeah, we can't help it.
Yeah.
It's usually an American brew, like
Oh.
Moonshine Jack Daniels or something like that, you know. But yeah, you know.
All dozing. crashed into a truck there, bro.
No worries, Rob.
Stop.
Thanks.
Oh, somebody just ran into the back of you.
Yeah, because he dozed off.
Thanks for coming in, Rob. I hope it gave you a bit of a laugh. Unfortunately, no one will remember the previous job where I drove it perfectly, but anyway. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. This is the
No,
bit that
because
we
you didn't
wanna
have
remember.
distractions.
I didn't have what? Distractions? I still had you three
You didn't
idiots in
have
here.
distrac- Exactly.
Thanks for coming in, Rob, and we hope you had a good time, mate.
Yeah, take care of yourself, Rob. Say good day to the
See ya.
family, and we'll see you again soon, mate. Oh, we're back at the way station again.
Need another inspection, do ya?
Yep. I think they're a little bit worried. I think they're a little bit worried that the cars are... Oh, for crying out loud. Here we go. I think they're a little bit worried the cars are going to be compacted even more than before. Oh, come on.
The truck you ran into before.
Probably is.
It is.
You are tired. You should find a parking spot and rest. Really? No shit, Sherlock. Get out of the way, dopey.
Just get up here a little bit and pull over on the side.
Can't.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I said.
Well, I agree, Climb, but the game mechanics just don't let you do it, do they?
Is this not a rest area just here on the side as you're coming out?
No. Just one further up. Dozing. Nope. Crashed.
Now this is going to get very entertaining or very frustrating either way.
Oh, it's going to get frustrating for you. It's going to get start funny up.
No, there's a rest area just up here. I should be able to get there hopefully. Oh no, Simulator Addict's in the house now.
Welcome, Simulator Addict.
Now I am screwed. You haven't seen anything, Sim? Obviously people are letting everyone know how badly my driving's going and they're all rocking up to watch it.
So I got timed out.
Sorry?
So I got timed out.
Why, what did he say?
No, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have got.
I don't
timed out
know.
for that. He's just put 3 smiley faces in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
He said, so it begins, and then smiley face. That's it.
well, that's all right. I don't mind him getting timed out. He deserves it.
Oh, that's harsh.
If it was anyone else, I'd feel sorry for them.
Stop spamming symbols. Really?
Yeah, thanks for that, Silver. That'd be wonderful to wish that luck on me. Silver says we'd probably fall asleep on that last turn, but thankfully we didn't. All right.
No, he's just got to worry about how far he's got to go. Which is only 47 minutes away when he last time crashed.
Right, we've got
Just down the hill.
35 miles to go. And
It's on track.
I'm pretty much betting we're going to get $0 for the delivery.
No, you're going to get minus dollars.
Oh, well, yeah, possibly. Right, let's just take this one just a little bit slower.
Isn't this where you crashed last time?
No, just down here a bit further.
Yeah, a bit further. I think it was on that really hard bend. Use your engine brake.
What was that?
I said, good thing it wasn't a load of eggs.
Yeah, true.
No, it was down here because remember I looked for the Massey. I was looking to see if the combine over here on the right hand side was a Massey or something. There's a broken down John Deere.
That's how it should be broken down. And here comes that harvester now.
Yeah, and I'm going to look at the road instead.
But it's not a Massey. If anything, it looks like a case.
Oh, it could have been a Massey or a case. Doesn't matter, it was red. It's better than green.
Anything's better than green. As
Oh,
long as it's blue.
come on, Dopey, get out of my way. Oh, here we go.
Whoa!
Same truck.
Panels, colors again?
Same truck.
It's alright.
Oh,
It's a
he
different
almost.
truck.
No, it's a different. Same old truck though. They had the glitch.
I don't think I've got any paint left on the left-hand side of the vehicle, on the right-hand side of the vehicle, of the truck.
No,
I
'cause
think
you
it's all
almost
gone.
fall over.
Alright, but we're here. Almost.
Off-road time.
See him? It's not very nice.
Off-road. Off-road time.
Why are people so unkind?
They're not being unkind. They just understand that ducks don't normally drive. They fly. Now, if you put the wings out and start
Where you
flapping, you'll
going?
be fine.
Did you like that? That was some quick turning. I'm surprised it didn't jackknife then.
I'm surprised you didn't keep going straight on that right-hand turn.
I was going to. That's where I was planning on going. You should put a wood block under the pedal duck. No, I've got a wood block on top of the shoulders, mate. That's all the wood blocks I need.
Now, where's the baseball bat? 4.
Delta Uniform Charlie Kilo, please report to the CASA office once you've landed.
What are you rattling on about?
You know, when you land from being a duck, you need to report to the safety office because you're about to lose your pilot's license.
Okay. You do realise that I'm not flying a plane, don't you?
Doesn't matter, whatever license you got ain't worth having.
Alright, where are we? There.
They go up and around. What are they?
No,
Should
it's
be able to
going
make around that wood pile.
No, it's
to
over there.
reverse.
Yeah, I know, but you should be able to make it round that wood pile though, at least.
Yes, Farmer Klein, yes, yes. Farmer Klein's made a comment that they sure drive different in Aussie land. No wonder Aussie Medic is so worn out. They don't let ducks drive in Aussie.
Aussie Medic's just worn out because he's talked so much that he forgets to take a breath and he struggles for oxygen after. That's the only reason he's worn out. I'm not looking at chat or anything because I am concentrating on trying to get this.
Well, that's what I was doing. You asked me to update you on what's happening in chat, and you chucked a sad just then. So I'm not.
I didn't
doing it
chuck.
anymore.
I didn't
I'm
chuck a
somebody
sad.
else.
Is that to hit the stairs too? Don't hit the stairs. It's paying for that too.
Look, Silver believes in you. Silver says you can do it, Zorley. I believe in you.
Thumbs up.
And they tell you to deliver it to a crusher because your truck is now junk from Farmer Klein. Oh, a triple flatbed over there. Look at that. What colour was your truck? Simulator at it.
What colour was it? Gravel grey.
According to Sire, its colour is dented aluminium with hints of Bondo.
All right.
It's too far to the left.
Yeah, I know. It's just getting that angle back in.
But you have to put the whole truck in there, do you?
You have to put the trailer and the truck in the highlighted spot.
Ah.
So what he's trying to do now is trying to he's just put it in the basically the same spot. So he's got to try and maneuver the truck and he's got to maneuver the trailer, reversing, also trying to steer. So
That would be a better view to do it from.
there you go. That's better. Unload.
Late.
How far?
0 and 0 and 0.
17 hours.
Right.
17 hours late. Oh, short trip.
Alright, so let's see if we can get some sort of logging trip done. Right, Pendleton. Sawdust panels on a triple.
Oh, that'll do. To Medford.
Oh, we got a triple of cars.
Down the bottom, there's one. Oh no.
Scope cars, triple. Yeah, but for 17,000. We can do that little mini one there. At the end.
Now let's have a look, see what else is here. No, I'm not going to do that for that long. I just want a logging job. There. Oh no, it's copper tubes. That's just lumber.
Up the top.
Top where?
The top of that page, is that not
No, it's
logging or?
no, it's pipes.
That's large truths.
Oh, sorry.
Piping, underground
Number
piping.
3.
There's no logging ones here. All right, so we're going to have to pick one that goes somewhere else in Oregon then. All right, let's go back to the freight market. What have we got? Oregon.
Top
Pendleton to Medford. That's a triple.
Yeah, the triple.
You reckon the triple?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, well, you drove pretty well with the triple last time, so you can't. You know, how bad could it be than this trip?
Get stuffed. All right, we'll do the triple. We won't drive as silly as what we did in that last one.
I didn't think you would.
Oh, you gotta break it up a bit every now and again.
What's that?
The monotony.
Oh.
Where do triple cars go? Because they were good year before. Yeah, we're going to get a triple load now. So they were good to me because I was also doing a lot lower speeds. And we were sort of trying to, as we take out the cop car, we were trying to obey the law. Whereas
I didn't even get a fine.
that trip we didn't obey the law at all.
Did
In
you
any
not
way, shape, or
see the
form.
police car? I mean, you have to give way to that.
No, I'm in a
He
truck.
stopped.
I'm in a truck.
He stopped. Eventually.
Yeah, I made him stop. I forced him to stop.
Oh my God! I just about had my heart come out through my bum.
All right. Yeah, this is a different yard, just so you can have a look.
Hey, this is pretty cool. It's like a wood sawmill.
Timber yard, yeah. So this would be for receiving some of the logs, but it's a matter of finding the job to get that done, which we're not doing. We're going to do
That triple load over there.
that one. And he's right there. So pick him up nice and quickly. Oh. All right. So off we go again, and we won't be being so blasé this time. See if we can do it without any more damage. Although we do need to go and get repaired still, I think. I think we still got some.
That might help.
think we still got some damage there from the last trip. Oh no, it's alright. We do need some fuel. We don't need any rest. So 459 mile.
How much fuel you got left?
Not a great deal.
How much does a truck hold?
110 gallons.
Oh, that shouldn't.
I can do 814 mile, it reckons. Not when I'm playing this one, I don't, because everything else is in Imperial.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things they have improved, I think, in this map is these dirt roads. They are much more realistic than what they were previously.
Oh yeah.
They're more bumpy and more of an experience to drive on. Get them out without taking out the fence. And off we go.
Take out the caravan for a cut lunch and water pack.
Well, that was well worthwhile doing that Pendleton trip. So we did 623 kilometres and we made absolutely jack from it. Over how many hours was it? 17 hours.
17 hours late.
So, 17 hours late.
17 hours late.
Hours late.
So that would have been, in effect, oh geez, at least 24 hours we were driving that. At least.
You had three restarts.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to do that again. We're going to do some, so kiddies, we're going to do some responsible driving. Maybe. I'm not sure if I can back that up.
You know what I'd love to have right now?
What?
Police car with blues and twos. I drive, knowing that Duck's all he's driving, I drive right up behind him and just whip the lights out and then drive off.
Make him pull over.
Well, it's better than what you'd normally whip out.
That's true.
Alright, so let's have a look. What do we got on behind?
Farmer Coin asks, I see an M fact sheet here.
A what?
Well, I'm only reading what the chat says. Farmer Coin said, I see a little M fact sheet.
Okay.
Whatever do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, Farmer Coin? Please explain.
Because he's lost.
I'm lost. That's for sure.
Everyone's lost.
Alright, so that wasn't too bad though. It was a bit of good fun. Jeez, already been out for 2 hours. Bloody hell. Time flies when you're having fun. Flipping trucks.
It does.
Yeah. Driving triples around the place.
This is what Annie and I have missed. The good laugh.
Well, Annie's missing it again. Oh, she can watch the replay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
You got to punish her.
I've set her up with my YouTube on her phone so that she can join in while she's recovering in hospital.
Okay, that's a good idea. I just don't want to be responsible for popping any stitches.
No, please don't. Please, please. And they won't be sutures, they'll be stapled.
Oh, well, even worse.
She'll have nearly 300 of them.
Bloody hell. Well, I'm glad it's going ahead this week though. That's good. So
yeah, it's
I
been
mean,
well, you know how much of a battle it's been for us.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course. So for those of you that aren't aware, and I mean, I know Aussie doesn't mind me saying a little bit, but Mrs. Aussie Medic, for those of you that aren't aware, is very, very ill. They've had a long battle, not just with her illness, but battling the bureaucracy of hospitals and government, because basically the specialist that needs to do the surgery is only on the east coast of Australia. So trying to get the surgeon to come over to the west coast of Australia and operate in a hospital that hasn't got operating rights and all that sort of stuff. That's the debacle they've been going through. It's been going on for way too long. Mrs. Aussie Medic has had a lot of ups and downs with her health and other significant events that have happened and rushing in for surgery to fix things and things like that. And it's just a joke in relation to the way the government and the bureaucracy is. But thankfully, Annie's having surgery at the end of this week, and hopefully that should all be well and good and fix everything up, and we should hopefully get a very good prognosis once she comes out of surgery. So we certainly wish Aussie and Mrs. Aussie and all the family all the best for the upcoming surgery.
Thank you very much, Doc.
No worries.
That. So basically, for those that have been following this little drama that we've been having of late, it's basically got to the point where the growth in her now is the size of a volleyball.
Oof.
And it's attached itself to the liver, to the kidney, to the inferior vena cava, which is the main artery out of the heart, and it's also attached itself to the bladder and the urethral tubes, which has caused Annie to have internal bleeding. And it's just become a real big mass, which now is going to take a 9.5-hour operation to detach it from everything. And that's where the risk factor comes in, because it's attached to the inferior vena cava, which is from the heart. So yeah, it's really dangerous.
Yeah, it's not minor surgery by any means, and you say 9.5 hours. I mean, that's on the good side. I mean, it could well blow out to be 11, 12, 13, depends on what they find, obviously. But no, we'll all be thinking of you and wish Annie and you all the best. So
well, I'll be posting photos on the Discord side
of the surgery.
No, I'll keep it clean, because kids will pop in there and go. Ugh. I'll be posting photos of the progress of Annie and how she's going, and
good
when she comes into ICU and that. So yeah, we've got special permission for all of that. So we're pretty strict, but I mean, even I've got to gown up and put masks and surgical masks on to go in and see her after the surgery. So it's going to be full on. But we're at the same time, like, I'm dreading it from a husband's point of view on the fact that, she could die and other things, and that's providing everything goes really well. It's only 9.5 hours. But being a medical professional myself, I also know what all the risks are and what's involved in the risks and how it goes, and that's where it makes you really scared too. So yeah. But this is our one bit of relief, is coming on here and having a laugh with the rest of the crew.
Well, I'm glad, and look. I mean, if for nothing else, I'm glad that I can bring a little bit of joviality to your lives. If this channel does nothing more or nothing less, that fact plus the fact we have some wonderful members of this channel that obviously helped us get some flowers together for you and Annie when Annie was feeling a bit low and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, if for nothing else that we can help put a smile on the dial, then that's all worth it. So that's not a problem at all.
It's a little bit of comedy relief that we get from just all the YouTubes that we watch, like Farmer Klein, even I'm not saying his name, but EP and a few others, Grizzly Bear Sims, and it's something that unless you're in that position where you're in bed 24 hours a day and in a lot of pain, and to sit there and just watch some guys make a fool of themselves on computer games is such good fun. You don't realise how much of a smile some of you guys actually put on people's faces when you do this sort of thing, and it is a responsibility as much as it is a passion for you guys as well.
Well, I can't speak for myself, but I know EP is very good at making himself making a fool of himself. But the only problem is he only does it once every 6 months.
Don't worry about the once every 6 months. Try once a year.
Oh well, I was being generous. He did put 3 videos out in 1 week. Remember, at one point.
Yeah, but that was only because to let us know that they were all like 10-second videos to say that he's moving from one state to another.
Yeah, I know. But listen, we won't talk about him anymore because otherwise it'll wake him up and then he'll end up being in here and we don't want that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you don't want that. Gee, that'll be a nightmare and a half.
Nah, it's all good. EP's lovely. I mean, I got a lot of time in the world for EP. And for those of you that aren't already aware, Sorry?
I said, what is he, like Beetlejuice to say his name three times?
Almost. But yeah, I mean, for those of you that aren't aware, everything that EP and I say to each other is tongue-in-cheek. Well, at least everything he says. I'm not so sure about what I say sometimes. But yeah, we do have a lot of fun together. And but yeah, he's a lovely bloke, and he would do anything for anyone. So yeah, and he just puts out great content.
To back you up on that, it really is an amazing content that he puts out, and the fact that he takes time to sit here on Discord or on TeamSpeak and just talk to me and Annie just one-on-one is amazing man. To take that time out of his day to do that for us is huge.
It's nice that EP gets a good shout out for that, but some others of us don't.
Well, there's a couple of others that do. Having said that, they don't talk to me very often. They're normally typing or they're at work, so it makes it really hard. But when we do get to chat, we do chat.
Yeah, well, I can't help it if you live on the wrong side of the country.
Hey, I'm 2 hours ahead of you, son, so my brain's working faster than your brain.
Well, that's all right. Just got through.
I was waiting for you to clip that right in the back then.
Oh, I thought we were gonna tip then. I was going far too quick.
I was actually thinking that car that you went past was going to wear it.
No, I was going far too quick for that corner with this set of trailers.
You know, Duck, I'd like to see you one day do a racing game. You ever thought about that?
Funny you should mention that. I had looked at Crew 2. I've got all the Need for Speed games. I love Need for Speed. I've always loved the Need for Speed series, except for the last one. Thanks EA for killing a good series.
That was really bad, bad.
Yet again, it's Electronic Arts, the killer of good video games. Yeah, I've looked at that. I mean, it's only since I've got the steering wheel that I've sort of started considering that. But because obviously playing them with keyboard is.
Can I give you a recommendation to try Project Cars or even Project Cars 2 if you've got the PC power for Project Cars 2? It is an amazing game that is just so out there. It's not funny, but it is hard. Don't get in there thinking you're gonna. Don't get in there and think you're going to win your first race, because you're not. You're going to have to struggle and scrimp and scrape and save. And
I don't ever expect to win any race.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't.
Amazing.
I've trouble winning a race on Forza when I put the AI down to, hey, we're really stupid, and if I get a head start. So yeah. Me winning races just does not happen, so there's no doubting that.
But the good thing about Project Cars, it starts you out at the very basics of go-karting, where you can learn and get your basic skills, and then it progresses you to the next level of go-karts, and then it progresses you up to the next level of that, and keep going up and up and up these levels. You've put
the stymie on that one straight away, because you're implying that I have to learn, and if I've got to learn something, that ain't going to happen. So there's no point me even looking at it.
But see, now, if you learn something, then it's an educational thing that you can explain to your wife. It's educational and it's well worth getting.
What's that word you're saying?
Educational, but I say it as educational because it's an educational game.
All right, let's get back to this. So we got 260 miles to go. So far, so good. We haven't really stuck to the speed limit.
You can't roll over here. It's a 3-lane highway. There's so much room. I mean, even if you took the apex, well, you might wipe out a few cars, but you'll still get around the corner.
Oh, no, don't you better. I'll wipe it out, all right? Wait to see a triple trailer go up the side of a Armco. I've done that once.
No.
It's funny watching the trailers go above the top of your truck. Anyway.
Yeah, you get that weird feeling that the back end's coming through the front.
Anyway, so we've still got 9 viewers here at the moment. We had 10 and someone's just gone, but that's okay. Thanks to everyone that's hung around for this. Well, hopefully it's been an entertaining live stream. I've still got a bit to go yet. Fortunately or unfortunately, as the case may be. But not so sure when we'll be back on ATS. It's not the most popular game in my stable. But then again, I don't really care because I enjoy playing it. So you may see a little bit more. If not anything, well, just to break up the farming sim. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. Now, plan is tomorrow morning, if I bother to get my my bottom out of bed in time. Tomorrow morning we will most likely return to Gwendia, the Welsh map on Farming Simulator 17, and we'll continue on our way there using some John Deere equipment, and we've got 2 new tractors on there to utilise. So we'll use those. They're the 7 series with the real GPS mod installed in them, and hopefully we'll get a bit of mowing done in tomorrow's episode, strangely enough. And then yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night. So Saturday night, haven't got anything planned at the moment. Might just wing that one, see what happens. We might just do a bit of ATS again. Sunday morning there will be no live stream because I will be watching Bathurst.
Yep, so will I.
So there will be.
So will I. There won't be an Australian that will be doing anything but from at 7 o'clock in the
Well,
morning.
not a real Australian anyway. And Sunday night, I don't know whether I'll do a live stream or not as yet. I may well not. But we'll just sort of play that by ear. So just keep an eye out on the YouTube channel or the Discord. I may sort of do a short notice, change my mind and do something. But at this stage, I'm not really planning on doing anything Sunday. Sunday night, I'll probably sort of sit back and try and edit these 5 or 6 videos I've got there ready to go. So we can get some content out during the week. So, yeah, that's the plan.
Out the crash scenes?
Sorry?
I said, are you cutting out the crash scenes? Huh?
I am going to cut out the crash scenes. No.
Without you.
I said in the first crash, Si, when you weren't here, that I was going to turn off the upload, so it doesn't actually archive this on YouTube. So it's just a one-shot chance. But I'm not going to do that. I'll give you the opportunity to go back and have a look at the first crash and the second and the third.
Just laugh your face off.
Yeah. Well, I probably won't go back and have a look at it.
Yeah, I was listening, so I heard DJ and Ozzy's reaction to it. I just wasn't able to see it myself.
Yeah, well, that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I was just thinking,
It was a bad thing because it was funny, but horrifying.
Ducks can't drive for crap.
I was just thinking what I could do next time is as I feel I'm going to crash because I'm going to be a little bit ahead of the footage, I can just cut to the B right back screen and just oh sorry, we've had some technical difficulties, then come back. Right, here we go. We're back at it again.
Oh dear, that's terrible.
I wouldn't do that. You got to share your.
Yeah, it must be Saturday morning over your way by now, Duck.
It is. It's 25 past midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's only 10:25 here.
Oh, actually, and by the way, the other thing is too, the streaming times will change as of Sunday morning as well because we have daylight saving time starting. So, yeah, there's a gator driving down the freeway. Yeah, so the timing will change. It'll be, oh, God knows. Oh, I can't even think of working it out at the moment.
Your time will be 8:30.
There's another one. Here we go. Look at the gator.
Everybody else has just got to add 1 hour.
Yeah, so it'll be plus 11 UTC, I think, technically.
That's correct.
Yeah. Who's beeping?
Mine. Trying to reverse this trailer. So I can park in straight.
I'm thinking, Christ, what have I done wrong now? And you know, the other goal for tonight was for me to just get enough money so I can actually put the new livery on all the trailers on my triples, because that's going to cost $60,000 just to put the new livery on it.
You got 58,000.
Yeah, well, it's just not happened because I'm not making any bloody money. Another vehicle weighing station. Charming. I need a log truck in front of me just to rub it in. And he'll brake test me as well.
It says you can bypass it. Have a safe journey.
Yeah, so goodbye, Doc. You can bypass it. Bye. Truck.
I didn't notice it say bypass. I wasn't even sort of thinking.
Well, it's green.
Yeah, I noticed the green part now. Well, whose fault is that? It's all yours, Klein. It's all yours. It's not my fault. No chance in hell. Oh, that was close.
Don't forget, it's 2 lane on. You're dumb. You're dumb.
By the way, no one's bothered to remind me that I was going to get some fuel, and now we're getting awfully low on fuel.
Oh, that's your fault, not ours.
There's a servo up the road, isn't there?
Well, there's a servo up the road anywhere, but it's a matter of how far up the road it is. So we've got 63 gallons, 452 miles, so it'll get us there. It'll get us there.
You're not that in town.
Come on, Dopey, get out of the way. Well, this is true, Klein, unless I crash a few times. Thanks for trying to put the mocker on me. But see, I'm driving the triples. Us Aussies prefer driving triples. I swear, it has to be B doubles or bigger.
Yep.
The only thing about us Aussies, when we're carrying cattle, we like to be at the front. Nobody wants to be behind.
No, that's right. Still got my high beams on too.
Well, that's not really smart, is it?
No, it doesn't worry me. I don't have to look into them. There's a rest stop in there, but I will just keep on going. So just as a matter of interest, Silver, are you still here?
I think he's in and out.
I think you're sort of coming and going, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's flicking between VF and you.
Oh, he's VF streaming at the moment too, is he?
Yeah, well, VF's supposed to be streaming tonight about 12:30. I think it kicks off.
Oh, okay. I thought he streamed about 2:30 my time.
I'm not sure. That's your time. That's 12:30 my time.
Yeah.
Who else streams? Oh, Rainbow Dave streams. He starts now.
He streams before virtual, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And I think SFTN, Simulation for the Nation, streams about that time as well.
No, I think Sim goes before Rainbow, doesn't he?
I don't know. I'm normally in bed when they're streaming, so I don't get to watch them other than on replay. So
yeah, I'm the same.
all right, we're getting close. As we almost take out that Armco.
And nearly take out the back end of the.
Oh, you son of a!
Oh, oh,
bad track.
oh!
Lol.
Pucker valve,
Man,
pucker valve.
I'm I'm so glad I'm not in the truck with you at times. I tell you, I'd need a new pair of underpants every 200 metres.
Hey, this has been a good trip. I don't know what you're whinging about.
Not enough tight turns then.
No, I'd have to buy one of those adult diapers, you know. Fling it out the window as you drive past.
Yeah, exactly.
We had that once in the ambulance, eh? Lights and sirens down this freeway and somebody's flung an adult diaper loaded out the window and it's got splat right on the windscreen.
Every time your machine dings their DJ, I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? What am I digging for now?
Oh, what the hell just happened here? Hang on, I'll do something. I just caught something really fascinating, really graphic glitch.
Whoa, duck, whoa.
What?
That truck.
I keep forgetting about the delay.
Yeah.
That's the hard part because like I'm talking to you three live, and then there's the delay. So you're hearing my reactions live.
3 second delay, I think it is.
Yeah, about that. All right, so what have we got? We got 3 mile to go, and it's been an error-free drive with the triples.
What does that tell you?
I should always be driving triples.
Exactly right.
But I can't drive a log truck doing that, can I?
Why don't they have triples for the logs?
I don't think so. Might make some money this trip, though. But yeah, I can say that driving the triples actually isn't that bad. You don't really have to make that much more room than what you do for a normal trailer, except for turning in and out of yards. That's the only part where it becomes a little bit more important. But generally speaking, otherwise, it's not too bad. So so for anyone that's actually considering driving them and sort of worried about being able to drive around with them, unless you're driving with a keyboard, give it a go because it's not too bad at all. I mean, I've proven that you can do it.
So what wheel are you using now, Duck?
The G27.
Oh, so you're using the same as me?
No, you're using the same as me.
No, you're using the same as me.
When did you get your wheel?
But can you both just say you're both using the same wheel?
No. No.
We're both using the same.
No, because he had to copy me and get the same wheel as me. That's what it is.
My choice came down to affordability between $799 at EB Games or $140 brand new in the box.
Hey! Oh! You son of a... That was not flashing, and then all of a sudden it's just like bang down.
That's cut half your bonnet in half. That.
Oh, it's killed me. Engine malfunction.
Malfunction. There you go. What's it at? Like 12%?
Son of a bitch. 16%.
I said 12, so I was close.
That's just that annoys me.
Well, sorry, the trains have more priority than a truck does.
Yeah, but the signals normally start before the bloody boom gates come down instead of the signal starting at the same time as the boom gates.
Farmer Klein reckons that your day is done. Just park it. And
Yeah, I read it. I'm just going to choose to ignore it.
Come come on, have a little fish.
Nah, I'm going to choose to ignore it.
Medic, check Discord screenshot tab.
I'm going to take my bat and ball and go home. Can't believe it did that to me. Son of a bitch. Well, it was a perfect run. Until that last 3 mile.
Just waiting for the side to say something. You'll see it in the Discord later, though. It's alright.
Oh, where am I? What? All right.
No, that's a big one. That's a very big one.
Did you crash?
Which one you talking about? The second one?
The first one with the trailer on its side, but yet the truck's still upright. How does
Yeah,
that work?
I know. Exactly. I spotted that. I'm like, I'm taking that.
Did you crash?
No. Someone else decided to tip its trailer, but then the truck's still upright. You know, game physics. Very freaking confusing. And then the second one, that's a graphical glitch.
Yeah, that's a weird one, that one.
Yeah, I as soon as I parked up, started turning around.
That's better.
Yeah, so started turning around and the trailer's just sitting out in the middle of the road on its side.
All right, so that was 52,000 we got from that one, and
Good money.
that will be about it for tonight's stream. That's 3 runs done. 1 really clean, 1 very, very ordinary, and 1 that was very clean until the rail authority decided to screw me over like nothing else on earth. But anyway, thanks very much for joining us. I'd like to thank everyone that popped in. Silver, Simulator Addict, David Bull, Farmer Klein, obviously you 3 monkeys that are in Discord, and everyone else that joined in. I really do appreciate it. Again, ATS is not something that my viewers tend to like, but we enjoy doing it, so we'll probably be back at it again. Thanks, Silver. Appreciate it, mate. Take care. Look forward to your next news bulletin.
Silver, thank you very much, mate.
So, until next time, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, no matter where you are in the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, or night. We will see you again very, very soon back here at DoughBoy Gaming. See you all later. Bye.